Do your health issues restrict you from doing things you love?
Yes. Yes, my health issues have restricted me from doing certain things and from everyday life. I've had to learn how to adjust, like how to feel things out and say, well, okay, maybe today we'll do a little less of this and a little more of that. But for the most part, I think it's all been a journey on learning how to take each day as it comes. Some days are easy peasy and some days not so much. So, you just got to take each day like with a grain of salt. You just got to feel your way through it.
Why do you want to speak out on your battle with your health?
I think it's important that I talk about my health issues because a lot of people in my position with the very same health issues that I have don't really talk a lot about them because there's so many negative things attached to people with these same type of health issues. One of them being fibromyalgia. It's a condition that mostly affects women, and it's really hard to diagnose, and it's actually one of those diagnoses that you get after, taking so many things out of the puzzle, out of question, and saying, well, it's not this, it's not this, it's not that, and then finally having that trigger test. I got diagnosed with a whole bunch of other health issues before I actually got diagnosed with fibromyalgia, and so in those, every single one of those battles, it was tough. It was hard to deal with because, okay, so it's not that, right? What's wrong with me? What's the matter with me? That in itself is such a big struggle. Then to finally get a diagnosis, and in the beginning, at least when I was diagnosed, there are people in the medical field, doctors and nurses, that actually didn't even believe, and some actually still exist, don't believe that fibromyalgia is actually a health condition in itself. So, just having to deal with those kinds of struggles have been tough. So that's why it's so important for me that I speak out, because everyone doesn't have the cojones to talk about it, to the grit and the vigor to say, I'm going through the struggle and it's hard, and here it is, because there's a vulnerability about that. And just pain already, people already associate pain with weakness, and you have a condition now that has everything to do with pain, and the last thing you want to do is just be viewed as a weak individual. And so that's why I think it's so important. And fibromyalgia is just one of them. The same thing goes for arthritis. I can say the very same things about arthritis and epilepsy. Very misunderstood health conditions that often don't get enough attention. I want to thank you so much for watching episode number 10 of Carmencita No Sé Qué. It's been a pleasure like always, and I'll see you guys again next week.